You can unlock that terminal?
Can do.
Got it. Bingo.
I see. Right. Let's try a slightly different approach. Got it. Now, what's this?
Yes. Sweet.
All odds and ends in this one. Not another way around.
going to work. I'm not stupid. I knew they'd send him after me.
Are you Virgil?
You know damn well I am. What are you doing here?
You have information I need.
And yet I have no idea who the hell you are. I think we'd both better start explaining. You start.
I'm just looking for information on the Institute.
The Institute? So, they did send you, didn't they? You're working with Kellogg.
Why are you so afraid of Kellogg?
Do you have any idea what that man has done? What the Institute pays him to do? It's all off-the-books stuff. The man is a killer, and he's very good at what he does.
Kellogg's been taken care of.
Dead. He's dead. Don't you lie to me!
I killed him myself. I don't have time for this.
If you are telling the truth, then you must understand my skepticism. Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute used him to do their dirty work for so many years. I knew they'd send him after me. Tried to prepare for it. But I still wasn't sure I'd make it. And so you killed him, eh? Then what do you want with me?
Why did you leave the Institute? I know you came from there.
You know about the escape? But how? No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going back. I can't go back. Look at me! Why are you even here? What do you want?
Quit your whining. I just need to know how to get inside.
It's not whining if... Wait, what? You want to get into the Institute? Are you insane? Never mind how nearly impossible that is. Even if you were to succeed, it'd almost certainly end in your immediate death. What reason could you possibly have for taking that kind of risk?
I'm trying to find my son. The Institute kidnapped him.
Oh no. I had no idea. I'm sorry. Yeah. The Institute has taken people from the Commonwealth in the past. If your son is one of them, I can understand why you'd want to get in there. I can help, but I'm going to need something in return.
You help me, and I'll help you.
All right. If I help you, you're going to do something for me. Before I was forced to leave, I was working on a serum to reverse this mutation. It could return me to normal. You understand? So if you get in there, I need you to find it in my old office and bring it to me. I think that's pretty reasonable in exchange for helping you. All right? Let's talk details. First things first. You know how synths get in and out of the Institute?
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter?
Well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's commonly referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it works. Dematerializes you in one place, rematerializes you in another. I'm sure it sounds crazy, but it's a reality. The relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. You understand? The only one. That means you're going to have to use it. Now, have you ever seen an Institute courser?
No, never heard of them.
Another secret of the Institute. Trust me, it's good that you haven't found out the hard way. Coursers are Institute synths, designed for one purpose. They're hunters. Operations go wrong, a synth goes missing, and a courser is dispatched. They're very good at what they do, and you're going to have to kill one.
That sounds like suicide.
It does, doesn't it? If there were another way, I'd suggest it. Believe me, every Courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay in the Institute. It's embedded in a chip in their heads. You need that chip. But to get it, you'll have to find a Courser. Now, I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent any after me. And sitting here waiting doesn't seem like a good plan. You're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help finding one. But you'll have to do the dirty work.
Tell me what I need to know.
All right. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute. So you'll want to head there. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. You've got a radio on that Pip-Boy, right? When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference. Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about the serum. I need it badly. I really do hope you find what you're looking for.
We're sucking down a lot of rats sticking around here.
Yes?
Holy shit. Now that is some opera.
Hey,
Do something for you?
Everything I got will keep you safe.
no sense allowed here. Let's see what you have.
Everything hand-tooled.
Remember, swatters will win you the game. The game of beating people up, that is.
Looking for work.
You'll change your mind about collecting those baseball relics from the Westing estate?
100 caps seems light. I need more.
You think you can play me for a sucker? 100 caps apiece and that's it. Take it.
I'm not hunting down.
Hey,
Protection for sale.
Hey, Mo.
here to pick up a swatter, right?
Sure. Let's take a look. Hey, Doc.
Patient. A new file to open. Do you have a legitimate medical concern? Or is this about our facial reconstructive services?
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
Go over your symptoms with me.
Feeling sick. I think it's radiation.
We'll clean you up, don't worry. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
I'm pretty beat up.
Scrapes and bruises, but it's probably a good idea to get them fixed up. And that's that. Anything else bothering you? We got small arms, strong arms, and...
Hey, you're that vault dweller from the paper.
cartwheels too?
Where'd you go? Huh? Enough time to die!
Nice.
This area is off limits to civilians. I order you to stand down and tell me what you're doing here immediately.
On whose authority?
By the authority of Elder Arthur Maxson, Supreme Commander of the Brotherhood of Steel. Now I'll repeat my question. What are you doing here?
I was hoping to track down the owners of that huge airship.
Well, you found us. And since this is a military installation, this is the closest you're gonna get to her.
I'm no stranger to these installations. My husband was in the military.
Really? Well then, you might just be in luck. With your experience, you might actually fit in with the Brotherhood. We're always looking to add a few more brothers and sisters to our ranks, if you think you have what it takes.
I know I have what it takes.
Then prove it to us. Head over to the Cambridge police station and look for Paladin Dance. He's in charge of our new recruits, and I'm certain he'll be glad to have an extra gun on his team. Ad Victoriam, civilian, and good luck.
Check your fire. We've got hostiles.
Hey there.
Check your fire. We've got hostiles. Check your fire. We've got hostiles. Check your fire. We've got hostiles. Check your fire. We've got hostiles.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
More! Over there! Get him!
No accounting for take.
Hey,
Check your fire. We've got hostiles.
Do you like my dress?
Charlie, you look beautiful. Just like a princess.
Playing hide and seek?
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Take it easy. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days after Quincy. Bad business, that.
Is there something you need my help with?
Whew. Yeah, I'm damn glad you're here. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
Thanks, friend. If you folks are for real this time, it'll be a welcome change for the better.
sake! Where'd the little bitch go?
Just getting warmed up over here, Suzanne.
Nothing there now.
Playing games with me, huh? bullshit. Who is that?
We're off of all.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's it.
Do that a little too well. You're like a walking target out here. Oh, hell no! Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
Find those raiders?
They're history. Now what do you say about joining the Minutemen? Helping others when they need it.
You helped us, so it'd be pretty ungrateful of us to turn our backs on other folks. If we want things to get better, we've got to start helping each other. So, we're in. You can count on us if you need help down the line. Thanks again, friend.
Hey, do you have a moment? I wanted to thank you for helping us out in Concord. If only we'd run into you sooner.
It all worked out in the end.
No. Our problems aren't so simple. My son, he's gone.
I understand how you feel. I lost someone too.
But you and I, we're still here, right? We have to go on. For them.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Don't take offense to Marcy. She's... working through the loss in her own way.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job. By the way, you should have one of these flare guns. You can use it to signal for help from any nearby Minutemen. It'll get more and more useful as we get more allied settlements. Eventually, you'll have help wherever you need it. I don't think I ever told you what happened to me. How I ended up as the last one.
I'm listening.
Have you heard of the Quincy Massacre?
What was it?
I thought everyone in the Commonwealth knew about that by now. Where the Minutemen betrayed each other and the people they were supposed to protect. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out alive. Colonel Hollis was dead, so I ended up in charge of the survivors. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
As long as you don't give up, the Minutemen will survive.
I'm not about to give up, but I can't protect the Commonwealth all by myself. Hell, I could barely protect these people. That's why I'm talking to you. I can't rebuild the Minutemen, but I think you can.
That means a lot coming from you, Garvey.
I appreciate that. Does that mean you'll do it?
Okay. I'll do it.
Finally, something going the Commonwealth's way.
Good. Good. Welcome aboard. I feel like this is a whole new start for the Minutemen, and the Commonwealth too. Don't worry. I'll be right beside you all the way, General.
That's quite a promotion you just gave me.
The leader of the Minutemen has always held the rank of general. Our last leader was General Becker. After he died back in '82, nobody could agree on who should take his place. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is there's no one to argue with me when I say you're the new general. Now it's your job to make it more than an empty title. I've got something a bit different for you. Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. The trouble is that some kind of vicious beasts are lairing there. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let settlers know about it. Before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need anything?
Let's see what you have.
All salvage, but nothing's junk.
You got a thing for antique. Huh?
Hey.
Shop's open. What do you want?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
A little bit of everything.
Hey there.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Let's see what you got.
I have a little bit of everything.
the only person here who's lost someone. I just...
Don't find many of
I miss
those.
him so much.
Sanctuary.
I cleared out that spot you sent me to and set up a radio beacon there.
That's great news. Once folks have some place to call their own, they'll be willing to help defend it. As usual, I have something else for you to look into. Here's where they are. I hope you can help them. We've got to show people they can count on the Minutemen again.
I'll try to make myself useful. No one wants to see a grown man feeling sorry for himself. Huh.
You willing to do some work?
What kind of help do you need?
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay, good deal. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
I think we ought to talk.
What's wrong?
Wrong? Oh no, nothing's wrong. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war. Faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do. Putting on the hat and trench coat, I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute, they keep you isolated. Single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up on the other side, and that's it. They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world, with such people in it.
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. But my memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, They treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
One of these houses would be a good place to set up some beds.
Nice day. Where are we headed?
This better be an emergency.
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
What's feeling off today? What can you tell me?
Too much radiation. I feel sick.
All right, let's flush your system. And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
Hurting all over, Doc.
Scrapes and bruises. But it's probably a good idea to get them fixed up.
You have marvelous bone structure. Stop by the mega surgery sometime.
And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
No other complaints.
All right. Don't ruin my hard work by dying out there.
Word is, something bad went down in the old Museum of Witchcraft up near Salem. Why would anyone even go there? Been abandoned forever.
We're so delighted you've chosen us for your shopping needs. We buy and sell everything. From everyone. Always.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Oh, goody.
we've got hostiles.
Excuse me.
Check your fire. We've got hostiles.
Got a strange message from a robot said it was from some place called Grey Garden. I couldn't figure out exactly what it wanted, but, well, may as well check it out. You never know. Glad to see the sun come up one more time.
Knowledge was lost when the bombs hit. Ever see someone trying to bring it back?
To this place.
Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like a well. Then we don't have to keep drinking the river water. That stuff's not good for you.
Sturgis.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, potatoes, mute fruit, corn, whatever you can get to grow.
Seems to be growing well.
Sure, let me just stop what I'm doing to talk to you. I'm being sarcastic. Leave me alone.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
At least it's not raining. I've heard of another settlement that's in trouble.